Welcome to another episode of Bros Before Shows. We are here with Mr. Jason Bazmore. And I said it right.
You did say it
I
right.
did have to ask you earlier.
I appreciate you asking.
While we were doing wrestling, I was like, hold up, let me make sure I got this right before we holler
you got
over.
it.
Is it
Nailed it.
Bazemore? Is it? Yeah, we were trying to no, I think it. Yeah, so we got it.
I've heard some interesting ones. You're fine. Brackham was my favorite.
So where are you from, man?
Originally, I was born in Santa Clara, California, but my family is around Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
So that is essentially where most of my family is from. But I joined up, and my Uncle Sam, throughout the 22 years, put me here last.
Okay.
And I ended up staying.
I got you. Wow. Dang. So, what got you into acting after military service?
So I'll say, like any other actor, I'm a fan of movies. So growing up, I loved watching them. And as I progressed, I'll say in age, I won't age myself, but right before I got ready to retire from the military, I thought about possibly. But funny enough, I hadn't found anything around, but I wasn't really looking as far as like acting classes in schools. And I nearly just kind of let it go. I was going to do contracting in the military. And my grandmother, who was 91, she had a little bit of dementia, but in her most lucid moment, she asked me what I was going to do as far as retirement. And I told her, like, hey, I might do some contracting and kind of think about acting, but I'm not sure. I mean, it kind of just seems like a pipe dream. And she said, I'm 91. My biggest thing that I am happy is that I did what I wanted to do when I wanted to do it. She said, because eventually you're going to be too old.
Mm-hmm.
She said, so if that's what you want to do, I suggest you go for it. And I didn't look back.
Wow.
So then here I am.
That's very cool.
Of course, I met Scotty through, I did finally find a place, that's the rap studio. And Scotty, my first acting coach there. So
Scotty was your coach?
Yeah, he was. Hey,
Imagine
that, yeah.
Yeah.
But I remember going through there, and man, you think you understand what acting is when you first, and then it's totally different.
Yeah.
But I love every second of it. Love to go to class, love learning. Of course, Scotty brings out the best in most. So.
Yeah, I've taped your auditions, I've coached you through them, and then you booked.
Yep.
You booked the role.
So. I'm sorry, there you go. I'm sorry, my first big booking was Queen Sugar's out there on my thing. And it was almost a quick turnaround. And I asked Scotty, I was like, man, I don't really have anybody. He said, yeah, come on, I'll do it real quick. We did it. He gave me I think one note, and then we did it again. He's like, yeah, we're done. I turned it in, and I booked it.
Mm-hmm. And that was your first thing?
That was the first big one. I had one, God, I'm going to forget the name, but it's a lawyer's office in Jackson. And they had basically what we call an industrial, kind of like an internal thing they were doing.
Okay.
And I got that one. That was awesome. I got paid, I think, $70 for that. Loved it. I got the bug right away.
It's more than what we get paid on the show.
There you go.
You guys are being paid?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
So growing up, because we are a toy show.
Awesome.
What's the first toys you remember as a kid?
So, again, dating myself. So I remember the kids who were considered just really rich. I love Voltron.
Okay.
And if you had the metal Voltron,
You were it.
so you were.
I just want to point out,
He's the first one to say Voltron.
yeah,
right?
that's what I want to point out.
Yeah.
This toy show is our 100th episode, and we have interviewed countless people.
Awesome.
They have never said Voltron.
Why?
I don't know. I watched Voltron growing
clearly
up.
they're
I didn't have the
they're not
toys,
as cool as you.
but
Yeah.
That's what it is.
How could you not love Voltron? I mean, what cracked me up, even as a kid, though. I was like, why doesn't he just pull out the blazing sword at the beginning of the fight? Because then it's over after that. I guess he has to get pissed off enough. Can I say pissed off?
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
He gets pissed off enough to pull this thing out and then kill him. I'm like, you could have done that the entire time. But
we should have opened with that move done.
Voltron, Fraggle Rock.
Oh, yes. That's.
If I want to go the lighter side, probably the Snorks. I want to go whatever.
That's it.
Didn't you find a snort toy
Yesterday.
Yeah,
it's great. Yeah, the Storks. Of course, you have the G.I. Joe is kind of like the the no-brainers. But yeah, that stuff I loved. But Saturday morning cartoons when I was growing up, you have Cartoon Express, and we watched that, of course, like wrestling. But as far as like toys, I want to say that Voltron, and Transformers. I had some of the Constructicons. I don't know if you remember those.
Yes,
They were the green and purple guys. Yeah. So I had some of those. But yeah, beyond Voltron, I might put that thing together.
You've named all the shows that we love too, and I assume that those, that's what you watched also.
Oh yes.
My brother is 14 years older than me, so he always had on Thundercats and had Voltron, and I'm a early 80s or a mid to early 80s baby, and my favorite shows, cartoons, had already been out a few years before I had gotten into them. Ghostbusters, Ninja Turtles, all that.
Ninja Turtles, another good one.
Yeah, so that's the shows that you've listed. A lot of people haven't said that. No, everybody says G.I. Joe. Like, oh, G.I. Joe was my thing. G.I. Joe.
It was, but I mean, I don't know. I look at G.I. Joes were good because you can get a bunch of them, and there wasn't no expect.
Yeah.
The Voltron, the one I got, I think actually might have been like even secondhand, but I remember I got it, and that was I wore that thing out. Thundercats is another great one.
Yeah.
I think it was,
And that's a line of toys that you don't see that much, even at the shows. Every now and then people will have stuff. And
I was looking.
Were you looking? Yeah.
I was actually looking for Voltron too, but I didn't see it. I probably won't see that for I don't know how long. That's probably
that's Power Rangers. I saw a guy.
That's probably something
the,
way
like,
vintage.
Yeah. So man, what do you collect? Do you got a couple of things or?
No, I don't collect anymore. My kids love right now video games, all of them. Which I can't. I will say video games is another big influence of mine. I've been a gamer for I don't know how long, but
what you into right now?
Right now it's COD.
We play pretty often.
Oh yeah, well, I tell people military. I mean, it was just so hand in hand for me. So I mean, I kind of loved it.
Where all have you been stationed?
So, you make sure I am getting older. I'm going to say I started off in Fort Campbell, Kentucky. From there, I went to Korea. We call it Return to Sender. I went back to Fort Campbell. From there, I went to Fort Sill, Oklahoma. After Fort Sill, Oklahoma was Fort Irwin, California, out there in the Inland Empire. I actually got to go down to, I always want to go to LA and to the beach there in Santa Monica. But when you're coming from Inland Empire, it's going to be about 95 degrees.
Yeah.
You get to LA, it's like 70
year
round, which is freezing.
They
If you're
just
coming
get-
from Inland Empire,
Yeah,
it was so cold to be.
Yeah, they get the good season all year round.
And then after California, I went to Colorado Springs, Colorado, where I thought I actually would retire. I loved Colorado Springs.
Okay.
Cold as a witch as you know what, but it was really, really nice. And then from there, Fort Carson, I got stationed at Camp Shelby. I had a sprinkling of combat tours in there, Iraq, Afghanistan. Good times.
Well, this is your first con, right?
It is.
Is it your first period as a guest
Yes.
as a guest and as a patron and so what have you thought? What's your thoughts on it? We would like to hear this.
Amazing. So when I first walked in, I think and you see the main entrance and you see the collection, but looking to the left, and I was like, man, it goes all the way down there. And then you have like the other building. The amount of I was thinking I would hate and love to be a kid in here because you have to want everything.
There's
but
so
you can't
many,
buy everything.
There's so many kids that whenever they come in, they go to a raffle table. They just look at the raffle table. They ain't even worried about the other vendors. They had, I want this, I want this, I want this. We'll go tell your mom to go buy some raffle tickets. So
my wife brought my son. He didn't miss a beat.
Oh, I bet so.
He came up all upset. He got his little. I think I told you, he got his little swag bag with stuff in it. Like I said, I'll probably find out what the damage is when I get home.
Nah, I told you that little bag goes a long way.
It does.
You can put some money in them little bags.
You definitely can.
But dude, we appreciate you coming to do this. I'm so happy that we were your first for everything because this is a great show for first, and that's one thing we strive to do. We want to get actors who's never got to do a con before.
Yeah. Well,
get them to come and do it. Get them to experience it because who knows. we may see you at a bigger con one day, you know?
And I think too is what I love is like even talking to people, and I even put on my thing like, okay, the picture, you know, you charge. I mean, you bought the picture, you're just trying to usually get your money back and to make sure people want it. But the conversation, like people come up and talk to you, and I love that. Like I can do that all day.
Yeah.
Just sit there and talk to people, and I want to say that too. The collection of people are so nice, and you can have one story from one person be completely different. Mm-hmm. I was talking to someone who had been on Sea Quest. I don't know if that's way back. Okay.
Way back.
Yeah, he was on there and he was talking to me about that. And I was like, you know, man, my goodness. And then somebody else who was, you know, like a CB in the Navy. Mm-hmm. I love having a collection of people and stories, of course. Well, being an actor, I love stories.
This community, it's from every walk of life.
It is.
And from all many different experiences. And we, as much as we've done this, we still meet new people every time.
Oh, man, so, I can imagine. You guys got a good thing going here, and I love the atmosphere and love the people.
Well, we have a present to you from us.
We looked all over, and we found something that we can promise you do not have.
Which is?
You.
Oh, my goodness. Get out of here.
Got you in your suit and everything, man.
Look at that. He's all nice and brown and chocolate. I like it, too. Oh, you signed the back. Oh.
Yeah, we signed the back of it.
Yeah, we all signed the back up there for you.
Guys, thank you so much.
Something from us to you. A little thank you.
Just show it to the camera. So he's...
This is going to get shrink wrapped, by the way, because I will tear it up.
That's just a thank you to us. That's the thing that Jeremy's the mastermind behind it.
Thank you so much.
Oh, not a problem.
You guys are top notch. I gotta tell you.
But man,
I appreciate everything.
We appreciate you coming, dude. We love it. We love to have you again. You know, and man, thank y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Check them out, and I just threw my phone down, so it'll be alright. It's only a case.
It'll be alright.
Yeah. So thank y'all for watching.
All right.
Yep. Jason.
Till another episode. Yep.
I love it.